Hey everyone, Mac is back. Today I'm going to go over the talent tree. I had a request for this video. I want to just go over kind of very basic and for some specific strategy for different events, just to kind of give you an idea of where you should kind of put your talent stats. So let's get to it. So first of all, the very basics of it are there are two sides of the tree. You're going to have your production side and your military side. So what you want to do is, for the majority of the time, you're going to be in your production side when you're not fighting, because that's basically where you're going to want to get a lot of your grain production, stone production, gold production, and your gathering speed and capacity. So what you basically want to do is you want to go scroll the whole way to the bottom, and you can see that's where the better productions are. So like the gold dragon production, if you're using like if you're a free-to-play or you don't have a gold farm or something, this would be something you're going to want to unlock, and it can go the whole way down to 288% gold production. So it's very, very good. So that's why you want to go the whole way to the bottom first. And now to do that, you don't want to unlock, or you don't want to upgrade these other ones completely, max them out. So like the very first one here is a grain production, just unlock it. So the minimum here you just need is 2 grain to get to the stone, and then go on to the next one, and so on and so forth. So that's what you're going to want to do until you finally get the entire way to the bottom down here, and then you can unlock your gold. However, make sure that when you're in this production, the key ones you're going to want to get to are at the very beginning of the game, construction will actually help you as well. But you'll have the research as well. So if I wanted to upgrade this to, say, my research and construction plus maybe my gathering, so I'll upgrade this construction here. I'll go to the highest level, research speed, highest level there, and then I'll just keep moving down, just unlock these other ones, these ones that really don't matter too much. So especially for certain production, which you can do these if you really want to. There's army carrying capacity, you're going to want that the highest, gathering speed highest there as well. Your iron production, you're just going to make sure you just unlock it. So here you have wood production and the gold production, so you really don't want that. Here's a construction speed, unlock that, put that to the highest. Research speed, highest level as well. Gathering speed here, highest level. There's a carrying capacity on the right hand side, highest level. And then the other ones you really don't need unless you're looking for production. As you can see, I still have 92 talent points left, so I can put those wherever I want with having what I already have here. I would recommend if you have wood, stone, iron, and gold, so whichever one that you kind of need more, that's the one that I would actually look toward. So and put in those 92. Obviously you can see here 50 here, so you could be able to upgrade 2 of these fairly high. So like if I wanted the gold, I would just unlock this one just to get it, and then I can see I go over here to the iron, skip that stone, and make it down to the gold, unlock it, make my highest, and there you go. I have 27 left, and for this 27 I can put them in any one of these 3 here, and that's going to be your best to do. You don't want to go at the top of the tree for these wood, stone, and iron production, because that's not really, because you get more percentage down here. So if I click on this, you can see at the very bottom 288%, and that's for the iron production 3. Now if I just go to the level 2, like wood production 2, which all the 2s will be the same percentage, you're only getting 48%. It's clearly a massive difference if you're at 288 compared to 48. Now if I want to reset that, and we want to talk about the over here on the military side of it, same type of thing applies. So when you're in your PvP, you're going to want to do the same thing. You want to unlock these and just start from the very top and just unlock them and get to the very bottom portion of it, because you're going to want to have those last 2 open and completely maxed out, because they're defense and health. And I've actually talked about this before, and how defense really isn't that great, and health is actually better, but your attack is really what you want. So you're going to ask, why? You might ask, why do I want to get these health and defenses down here? And the reason you do is you need a good base for your stats, and to do that you're going to want to put this defense to the highest, and then the health to the highest as well. And then moving up here, if you have any type of specialty in your for your formations, like say you're a bow specialty, then obviously you're going to want to upgrade this bow. If you don't use bows at all, and most of us don't, there is a kind of a transition I think going on where bows are becoming more more relevant and more prevalent. But I would say these three here, the infantry attack, health, the infantry attack, cav attack, and spear attack, you're going to want those all maxed out, because if they're very maxed out, you're getting 53% attack. So that's basically 53% total attack just on those three there. You can see I have 161 talent points, and it's going to take me, looks like about 135 to finish these off, which I'll just do it right now to show you. So it'll show you what I've left over. So I have 26 left over. So after you've done that, at the very bottom here, so we've upgraded 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to max, and everything else is to get to that point has been the minimum. You want to go back to the beginning, and the army attack here. So here is a total attack one, and you'll want to upgrade that one completely. That'll get you to 5% total attack, which is nice. Now the question is, do you go for attack, or do you go for these army defense and army health? I would avoid the army health and defense. You're usually going to have those other places. If you do need those, I could see, I guess you maybe want to do that, but they only give you 13%, so it's really not that much to be able to do that. I think you're better off coming down here to the spear, infantry, and cav attack 2. And since I have 23 points left, don't spread them out over all three. I would say take whichever one that you have that you need the most and use that. So for instance, if I want to become primarily I have a spear in my formations, then you're going to want the spear one, and the reason you want to do that is because you can see it's going to take 15 of these to max it out. Well, if I spread it out all over those three types, you're only going to get up into, like, say 5.4%, which really isn't that much, where I can actually get to 10% for one of them, which is actually a lot more. So I max that out, and then I have 8 points left, so then I want to max out the next one. I don't want to go 4 and 4, so I don't want to make these 9 and 9 total. So if I did make them 9 and 9, what would I get? I would get 2.25% for each one of them, right? So that's 4.5%, where if I just max this one out at, what was I have left? I have 8 left, so 8 and the 5 is 13, I would get 4.2% on that. So I would go more on this, because obviously there's still a base on there too. So 4.2 plus the 0.9% here. So you're gonna get a little bit more. It's not drastic, but it gives you a little bit more attack on those troops. So just pick those ones out there. If you are a defensive castle, then the army defense and army health would be something to think about too, because you'd be tanking, or you're taking those hits. So that's something to think about. Now, when you're in the Siege of Winterfell, one of the strategies there I would consider, actually I wouldn't even consider it, I would do it, is pick one troop type, whichever troop type you have. You want to take in there, spear, infantry, or cavalry, and then what you want to do is you want to max all of those out. So just go down to your tree, take out, if I want to say I want to do cavalry, then I wanted this cavalry here, just automatically make it the highest, boom, I got a 15, and these other ones, just unlock them, is all you want to do. And you also, what you want to do is you want to max out these defensive ones now as well, because you just want to upgrade that one troop type. That one troop type's the biggest thing. So like right now, I'm just going to go down and that's actually, I don't want to do that. I just want to unlock it. So I did that, and then just make sure you get all your cavalry to the highest that you can, and just keep moving down through that. And you'll actually have talent points left over once you have finished. The army health, though, same thing. You want to army health and defense both to 50. And so I have 65 left over. And for those 65, now you want to it's not going to matter as much, because whatever your talents are, they're going to have to be. It's just not going to matter too much. You're going to need to do probably. Pick another one, pick whatever, another troop type, and just max that one out if you can, I guess. But make sure, like I said, make sure you have everything else taken care of. I got there's total attack here at the beginning. Make sure you put that in there as well. And then just pick another one and then go from there. So it makes it very, very simple to be able to do that. Now, regarding, and you want to save these too. You're going to have these presets. Like, see, I have an SOW preset here. I really don't use it too much because I mess around with it a little bit. But you can have it, because it makes it easier for you to get into this event and do it, so you don't have to keep coming back and forth. And then make sure you have your presets. So you can see my talent presets here. What I have, I have a main army one that I use. I have a gathering and training one that I use. This one I don't use anymore, really. I could probably change some of these. If I'm going a pure cav army, sometimes I want to do that. An SOW had that, and then you can have specific formations if you want as well. So you can kind of change that very, very quickly. I would suggest, that's tedious to take a lot of time. I would suggest staying with the army one, because I think that's kind of the best thing that you can do there, is just be very generic. like when I talked about the gathering and train one. So if I go to edit that, you can see here on this side, I actually I kept with the all I did is go straight to the research speed construction, and also after I finished all the research speed and construction, I went over here and upgraded the training speed. But there's two of them, that one here and then the second one down here. So that'll actually give me my training speed up to a max of 60% on that first one, and the second one will give me 20%. So 80% training speed is pretty good there. And then over here on the other side with the army carrying capacity and the gathering speed, that's what I upgraded. So I went to the very bottom here. I found here's a gathering speed. I put that 50 out of 50, and then the actually I haven't even upgraded these or haven't saved it. So I still have 12 points left, but they're at their army carrying capacity. Then you can scroll back up. You can see here that the other army carrying capacity, I can make that 15 as well. And then you can see I still have some 2 points left over, so I could max that out. I can max out all of my gathering and my construction and research speed plus the training speed, and that's what you're going to want when you're not fighting. When you're not fighting, those are the talents you're going to want to have there. So I hope this gives you a little bit idea of what you want to do. If you're fighting PvP, just upgrade upgrade these talents over here for what the troops that you're using, and then save it as a preset. You have multiple presets you can put in there. So if you want to save an imp spear compared to a cav imp or something like that, or an imp cav, however you want to do it, put that together. You can kind of mess with it a little bit. But if you're going for a bow setup, then make sure you get those bows in there. Don't do any of these defensive ones. They're really not worth it. Fortifications, all that stuff down here. There's a bow attack 3. It's going to give you 53%, so that's what the rest of these are here as well. This fortification at the end, you're not going to do any of those, just so kind of just stay away from those. So I hope this gives you a little bit of an idea, and until next time, Mac out.